Welcome back to Super Mario Maker. It's been a really long time, a year and a half at least. More like a year and 3/4 actually, but we've got some new levels to play. Well, mine especially, but things to update you on this series. Once that loads, obviously. I haven't had internet on this console for months, so it's been a while since I've seen these screens. Hey, more things have happened. So I played two of my courses. It's called the Door 2, so it's the new one that I just put up. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's one of the things. This is the new thing that's come up. Event courses. I don't know if that comes up when you get a second medal. I'm not sure. And that's how many times they've been played. I mean, that's 1.6 million. I don't know if they're easy. I don't know if they're hard, but 1.8 million, 1.9 million. They look like they're in-game ones. There are uploaded courses right here. These are the 3 new ones that I've made. As you know, I love tennis, and this... I'm proud of the art I've made for this. Decoration is key in these levels sometimes. It looks good, even there. And I finally figured out how you make pipes to go certain places, and I'm really dumb because it is just as simple as putting Mario in it, and then it automatically puts a new area to spit out the guy. So that's the ID code for that one, because it's different from the one in the video, so that's why I'm showing you that. At 8 out of 242, I've got 9 Twitch streamers to play it. So that's why I managed to get my medals. Actually, I'm just going to show you my play info now. During one of those Twitch streams, I've seen exactly how it works. 50 is the magic number. I reached it a couple of days ago, so I'm getting up there. Fortunately, I could upload 20 courses now. That's the only difference, it seems, though, which is really annoying. But anyway, life of the party. This level. It's Mario 3 for a reason. And I've actually, this is the 3rd edition of this level. Wow. Wow, okay. I was not ready for that. Right, okay. I haven't actually played it since I completed it, uploaded it before, so... But this is the 3rd rendition of this level. I played it, gave it to Twitch streamers, and then they criticised it, well, or critiqued it. It wasn't all bad, but the 4th room was just a whole heap of rubbish before. That was me not paying attention. But the 4th room was a lot worse. In fact, I'll pause things midway if there's something to talk about them with. First I'll get this. Whoa, that nearly didn't work. Let's see, right here. Oh no, need to move over first. Where those dry bones were, there used to be Kameks there, little ones. And they used to spawn in the room up above, which made that room a million times worse. And these 2 Mini Coopers used to be a big one, and big one spawned big boos and big fire sticks, and it just caused chaos. So I took that out for quite obvious reasons in the end. There's a specific order that I go in on this, but the whole point of this level is to go your own way. If there is one you're finding difficult, do that one first. People have said, oh, you've made 4 easy ones and 1 hard one. Well, that's really the point. Make them different difficulty levels. This one's the easiest one right here. But the point is, if there is a difficult one you're finding, you find a way of going through it. If there's one you're getting hit on a lot, then you can always go to number 1 first. And there is a mushroom there, but if you go in room 1 first, it seems to not spawn, and sometimes it's a bit random that way. So bear that one in mind. I didn't get time to duck there. I usually do. That's really annoying. You can get pushed off if you're on the edge there, but hopefully I don't need to show you that because I know how that one works. And there's a timing, and if you're slow and don't get the timings. See? That one is the hardest one to most. So, to make up for that, instead of having to wait the entire level to get back there, I can do that one first, and there's the mushroom. So that's the whole point of this level. Choose your own way. It's like that was meant to. I was finally working out that you could create pipes in this game and how to do it. I was hoping to make a challenge rush, like a boss fight in all 5 other stages. That went well. Like the water, airship, Bowser, the lava, the underground, and then the overworld. But you can't do that. You can only create it in one other place. Even with all the medals, which is really annoying. Oh, no momentum there. Really? So I ended up making little challenges, some really easy ones, granted, but I really like the level. There is one thing I haven't been able to resolve, and that's the bit after the checkpoint. Now, because I wanted to make the checkpoint really specific, it made getting out of it a little bit stupid. You'll see it when I get there because it shouldn't take too long now. Yeah, I'm small, so that made that bit easier. It's not that much harder, but never mind. Now there's this bit. People instinctively just jump there and die and get annoyed, but that's just your fault. And people observe the arrows. They show you where you need to go. That was close. But that's how you do that. Oh, I don't know why I did that. But you see the point of this now. You'll see any other deaths now. There's nothing else to show you. I just need to get through it now. There's nothing to show you apart from this bit right here. What you're supposed to do is let the bombs blow up. But then Bowser Jr. ends up blowing them up getting rid of them himself. I don't know why I missed him all those times and got hit. But that's the challenge on that one. And being patient and not dying in the first place. You're always going to die once because most people that stream seem to be very impatient. So, and I would probably be one of those people too, to be honest. Hopefully this level will train me to actually, if I see arrows, wait and actually see what it's likely to be. Oh, I got there. Whatever. Anyway, we'll see you guys once I've got all 5 coins. See, there's the bombs blowing up. Whoa. And that's how you get through that. One thing I will say is I've never cut this series before, and I don't really know why. I mean, the Super Expert runs for 3 episodes long for half an hour. You see me building up in the stage over and over. Ooh, just got through. Ah! Messed up the timing. But why I didn't do that in the Super Expert runs, even the normal runs were always at least half an hour. I really don't understand why I didn't cut them, but now I will. It'll make uploading Expert and Super Expert easier. It'll certainly be much less of it. That was close. But in any case, I've got these new levels. People have had lots to say about this one, not always positive, but there's someone, and I'm going to mention their name because I find this slightly funny because they didn't enjoy the water stage and the Spanish stuff. Snow Bear played played the challenge one and the JDS Experiments one. and they also played Swimming Banter as well, and they hated it because, well, they didn't like rushing through it, which is how you're meant to do it really, without it getting too desperate. But the problem was that, okay, I don't need a mushroom. The problem was they just went slowly and they kept bopping their head on the ceiling of the level. Well, that can happen as well. Bowser Jr. just came from nowhere. If you do 5 before 4, that can happen, so that's perhaps a liberty you have to do. But they just kept hitting their head and not moving away from knocking their head. But yeah, they got really mad. And then I realised, well, hang on, there's too many enemies in this. That particularly could have. The rockets were the point. Whoa, okay, I can take that. But the hammers, the Bowser Juniors, Bowser, things like that, the extra things, I could get rid of them, and the level would have been better. And then I realised all my early levels, including It's Called a Door, that I used to be really fond of, had too many enemies. And that's how I made levels to start. I mean, that's how I did it. So I was, even though she kept apologising for being salty, I mean, you didn't like that level, that's fair enough. It wasn't perfect, I grant you that, but, you know, I realised right there that, hold on, I could have done these way better. Even the early version of these levels spawned enemies a bit too much for what I was making the level for. Now you see the problem I've got with this level, right? This boss right here. Oh, you've got to make sure he can't destroy that left one. Yeah. Now the problem is, that's the way up. The trouble is, you can cheese it by standing there. And I'm so annoyed by that. I'm so annoyed that people actually don't want to complete it the way it's intended, because that's the way I want it. Why am I nearly dying? Get up. Okay. And I managed to add sound effects in this level too. Whoa. How am I not doing this? This is not hard. Okay. I did it. But the only thing I can really say that I could have done in that boss fight was put the axe in the bottom corner, so we wouldn't have had to go anywhere and he wouldn't have been able to cheese it. This one, there's a pointless mushroom in this one, you may remember, but they did have some use for it, just to cheese it. So not so bad on that one, it's hard to pull off. They didn't have anything bad to say about this one though, the 3 that did complete it. Last night, one guy spent 150 attempts, that's why the clear rate's so low, but that's how, they haven't had anything bad to say about it. And because it's me, even though it's showing off something, unlike the easy levels they're usually involved in, I'm going to make it hard. Of course I am. If it's a water level, I'm very uncreative at water levels anyway. Not enough of a gap. That was cool. But I don't like making things easy, and I don't like making things impossible, because then I can't complete them. Because my level's barely expert anyway, this still took me like nearly a day to upload anyway. Because it's tight swimming. Luckily I have had practice at this because I've had to complete it without the checkpoint. Challenge Rush also took me nearly a day, but that was just the extra changes I made. Like, the Challenge Rush is version 3.0, and if I changed the end to make sure it couldn't be cheesed, it would be 4.0 really. So, oh, really? I got to there and then I didn't even think. See you guys back there. The coins can help you in that ball section. Yeah, you know, it's a racket then a ball, now it's the actual court here. If there are any tennis players or tennis fans that end up watching this, I really hope you enjoy this. So I feel like I've done well here. To honour the name of tennis. I want to make a cricket one too, but I've literally only just put out the map for that. Uh-oh. Yeah, there is a secret to doing this bit, but I messed it up. Well, luckily I've got to the halfway point now anyway. Oh, that was clever. I forgot I'd put that red one there, and I just didn't pay attention to it. Right. Right, stand there, that's how you do it. And then rush. The last guy was definitely the least good player of the lot, but... Really? There was a gap there. I can't believe I didn't find it. But they were still able to, and they didn't like the water stage. I did it again. But they found out how to do 2 and 5, because I found out, oh hang on, I made these stupidly tough, but actually, if you rush it, just like swimming banter, you are more likely to get there. And it's not that treacherous, really, doing it that way. I don't know why I'm messing up the timing wrong, because he was able to find the gap fine, and I can't find it for some reason. Whatever. It's been so long since I actually... a whole 24 hours at least. The gaps are easy-ish to find. Now the secret, well, this 5th one, most people probably won't get this. Now the guys from the right aren't spawning. I can now... And that's how you do it, but I didn't move left quite enough. If it happened to anyone else, they'd probably be really annoyed. I'm slightly annoyed. Yep, there we go again. I can show you at this time. What? It's been 19 minutes. A little bit cut out. The 3rd one shouldn't take so long. It's a bit modified, but in the knowledge of Snow Bear and what she said about it. Why am I not focusing on this? But yeah, I decided to make a new version of that level because of what I'd realised because of Snow Bear. I'm grateful for it, even though you were just showcasing your anger. That only shows that it does have a purpose sometimes. Okay, no, I should have just sunk down. I thought I'd have a gap, there wasn't one. Yeah, I'll see you guys when I can actually play this stupid video game. Really, that was just clever. Just clever. Thanks. Thanks, Nintendo. Snow Bear's gonna love that. I'll just say, it's not really a thing to die by jumping off things' heads. It happened there. Banter. Really? I went up too far. The thing with this bit is you have the most room in the entire level, and that's why I put more enemies in it. Now, particularly make the bit past the checkpoint the hardest, because it's right after the checkpoint. And what I don't like about certain levels is the build-up in a stage. Like, you go so far, only to die right before it, and then it takes you another 5-10 minutes to get there. At least I guaranteed right. I was always going to make the checkpoint bit right before the checkpoint the absolute hardest. And I've died right on the spike about 10 times. About a few times. It took me hours to actually complete this. So, me dying there actually really annoyed me because I just relaxed after doing a hard bit. There's no enemies in this because I've made it slightly narrower, so it actually looks like a tennis racket if you see there. Which bit's the net and which bit's the in-between bit. I like that, it's cool. And I did it. I do like it wasn't originally ice blocks there around the outside, but it made it so much better looking. See, you can't see it in level, but I am very proud of that. And I hope in an expert run or super expert run, I think it's more expert, but you know, it depends who plays it really. World record's 4 minutes. That's the sort of stage it is. 1.42 at the moment. I don't know if that'd be expert or super expert, but hang on. 3 out of 211, probably super expert at the moment, but it was 2 out of like 50, so hey, the one person who did try it already tried it 5 times. Cool. And he died up there. Okay. I don't know what it does for those crosses. I wonder if it's just the first death and the first after a checkpoint or something, but so yeah, I've adjusted certain things, but the principle's still the same. P-switch is a short route up there, over to the right there, and up it's the vine, but I blocked it off, so it's harder to traverse that way. Okay. Less enemies, but you don't have a extra hit anyway in this bit, so that's why I've made it slightly easier. Just the act of not having items has made this much tougher, so took me quite a while to still complete this, nearly an hour maybe. So that's why I'm happy with it. If it's taken me a while, then I'm okay with it. I thought I hadn't made it, then I didn't move right quickly enough. Right, so I'm going to try the P-switch this time. I hit the wrong one for it. Made that much tougher by putting a wall in the way. I thought I made that, I don't know what happened. Cool. Really cool. No. No. Look, it's not quite that tight. Wish I was actually streaming this, you just see my head just drop. There were other people's levels probably, but these are mine. I mean, I know it's not going to take that long. I never get too stressed when playing my own ones, apart from Mayhem in the Mansion because it's super expert. Why am I not making this? You have to dash that one. If you stop, you can't make it, which may be annoying to a few people, but well, okay. No, nah. I hadn't hit that one before when verifying the level. I don't understand why. Right, I'm determined to make it this way now. Come on. No. Stopping the momentum. Darn it, game. Right, I'm going to try and get it this way now. Because that's the point in this level. You have to do it both ways that you can do it. That's what my levels are like. Lots of keys. And then lots of choices. You don't have to do the level the same. Because I'm not good at doing that. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Those bullets, those homing bullets can help. Oh, I realised it slightly too late. Those homing bullets do help in another part of that upward bit. And you can see those 2 keys. Key doors. You'll see why later. It's honestly what I needed to do with the original Explorer door. To be fair, with the darn it, with the original Explorer door, I had no idea you can make keys or how to. The only thing I knew how to shake really was like Bowser into Bowser Jr. and things like that. But that was the only one I really knew. I didn't know how to put mushrooms in to make things big either. Oh, okay. I tried to give things 2 mushrooms, but apparently it shows the animation and then just coughs it out. It sounds like a cough anyway, but you can only give something 1 mushroom, which is interesting. I wonder if you can give it you can give it wings, but I wonder if you can, in the Super Mario Maker 2 trailer, they will actually give it more items. If 3D World is one of them, so which excites me so much because I love that video game. It's the perfect balance of difficulty, and it's also perfect for the fact that it's multiplayer. Well, Super Mario Galaxy is a good game, apart from there are a couple of glaring errors that I remember from it, but point being that you can play 4 players on it. If it's going to be a 2D version of the 3D version, that might make it a little tricky. But as the trailer showed, there were so many new different concepts. I'm going to absolutely love it, and millions of other people, not billions, that's a bit excessive, but millions are going to absolutely love this stage because they're slightly above the platform. You land on a rocket build, it can work out. That was just bad luck. You can kill both Koopas straight away, but it's hit or miss there. Sometimes they just got out of the way. If they're on each other's backs, then they don't go for some reason, which I'll take. I'm really looking forward to that game, just because it's 3D World and because there's a million different new things that you didn't think you needed. I mean, Mario Maker is sold better than almost every other Wii U game, just for the creative standpoint, but they've realised, wait, we can actually do way more than this. Let's see what creation we can have. One thing you do need to change is make sure there are much less troll levels. I mean, that was just dumb. Hidden blocks are responsible for that. So I really hope that that can be sorted out. Like, only have a certain amount of hidden blocks in a level, I think. I think that's the way that one needs to go. Whoa, I just noticed that in time. That can be stressful, but there is a clear route through. I've shown you it enough now. I wanted to little hop and it held. We'll see you guys when I get there finally. Your button. That's how you do that. Finally passed it. Oh great, I think I might have messed this up. Oh, yeah, I'm there. Once one of your step blocks get destroyed, you can't do it, but that's kind of okay because you kind of need to pay attention to that. Yeah, there are only 2 firings, so there's always a gap for you to find, even if you have to jump away. But yeah, I've got past both, so that's how both work. Wow. Yeah, I know that's firing. So this one. I'll see you guys back there. I'm getting wrecked by my own level like usual. That's why I don't make Super Expert, because I'm not good enough to actually verify it. I mean, it took me 2 days with him in the mansion. That's your proof right there. Really annoying. And I also forgot that you could actually shake and do Koopa jumps. So even though the clear rate's like 0.1, people could still do it easier because there was aspects to the level that I had not considered. So Koopa jumps and shaking through blocks. Like, that makes the second, or at least the first bit of that second section after the checkpoint, rather pointless in Mayhem in the Mansion. Like, I would have made it so different had I been aware of this. I made it this time. See, I'm through it. Whoa! You can jump into those, but they are there for a reason. Okay. I've made it to a checkpoint now. So that bit's annoying, because you're going up the vine and there they are. There's not much I can do about it. But if you get to the checkpoint with a hit, let's just say if you want a deathless run of this level, don't hold your breath. Oh. But yeah, from the checkpoint you get your mushroom, there you are. It's actually the first item you get. Really? And these at least the horizontal coupon can actually be really useful. I wanted to make big Bowser Jr.'s, but then they opened up the pathway, which makes the stealthy parts of this level and the puzzle parts of this level rather pointless. So they had to be small, so I added these extra enemies to make it slightly tougher. Especially since this is the only bit to this bit. Like all but one of my levels are very hard before the checkpoint. They've somehow ended up off the stage. I can't even play the video game. How does that even work? Nintendo, why would you allow that? I mean, it's really annoying. Oh, really? That shell. Thank you, Bowser Jr. and his shell. That last player from last night, I don't remember his name. It'll come up in the most of the levels because he completed 8 of the 10 that I made. Well, at that time anyway. Because then I went downstairs and sorted this one out. But this guy kept saying, I didn't touch that. Mainly on the tennis level with the spikes, but it just made me remember me saying I didn't fly that in my channel trailer, which is rather amusing. Focus. I play badly on my own levels because my attempts don't count, and I know I can complete them anyway. I'm under no stress, so I end up relaxing far too much. Really? That one didn't come out of his shell. Ooh. No, I thought I had invincibility frames, I didn't take them. It's taking way too long now. Oh. I'm gonna have to choose what I cut out. I speak a lot in this level, surprisingly. It's not my style, so I don't have much to talk about, but for the first time ever on my channel I actually do. About things that are happening in a video game. Okay. Deaths. Really annoying ones right here. Cool. Cool. Really? B-Junes, you are so random with this. Come on. Come on. Good thing I'm not still trying to verify it, because this will be very hard to do. Nah. Couldn't come out of a shell just a split second earlier, could he? Come on. Tried to land on his head, I don't know why I missed. I just keep somehow getting hit for no reason. Whether it's because I somehow miss my jump, I have no idea why I do this. Avoiding the shell's hardest, but that's what the horizontal cannon is good for. Downward one can just give you a trolley. I keep clipping that. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah. That fireball when I just came out of invincibility, not cool. And it says breathing fire. There is no other fire there to get you. Not in the air. I'm getting really annoyed now that I'm not actually skilled enough to do this. Come on. I did not have anywhere near this much trouble the first time. The other one came out, then I wasn't paying attention. There you go, destroyed one. I got both. And that's why I made 2 key doors, to make sure you had to kill both, which is what I wanted with the first It's Called a Door too, but yeah, that's how you do it. Now you can still die there, which you won't. Probably there's only 1 item in the stage, so, and none in tennis court, so. I've completed all 3 of my levels in 39 minutes. Way shorter than it had been initially. Oh yeah, it's just showing a race mode. I was hoping someone had started it. The notification icon looks like the cat bell. I hadn't noticed. But yeah, this is the last thing I'm going to show you in this stage. Because I thought that would be cool. If it would load, that is. All the fail points. And this is the easy one, the 50% clear rate. So I'm not really fussed about this one. One of the 2 that I didn't show, that one guy. No one died right at the flag. Promote it myself. Okay, I thought I was playing it. I moved left there to play the level. Most of at the start. But for the benefit of Snow Bear, I want to show you what I would remove. I didn't even notice these were in the level, but I would remove him. I would remove him, and I would remove him. The fire, plus the extra hammers, particularly from him there. That makes it annoying, but you saw where the fail points were at. One died very close. You might see episode 3 of this series and notice glimpses of other levels that aren't here now. Which would have been pretty rubbish, admittedly. I mean, the spawning enemies. I've learnt over the course. That tune. 2 in the air somehow, whether it's running out of time or what. Guy from last night struggled with this. But the trick is, at least you have to get the momentum with Yoshi. Jump 3 and shake 3 times. If your shake button doesn't work well, then you've got problems there. This version of the tune's much better than the one in the actual level. Not Line Nintendo. 4 stars, because I didn't really promote this one so much. 6 for the initial It's Called a Door. And again, because of swimming banter, I thought, well, hang on, I've made too many enemies in my early versions of levels. Most people just get trolled to start with, then they figure out what's actually going on. Because I've got lots of items, I can put lots of more enemies in. This bit's not that difficult. It's for people who know what they're doing anyway. Wow, that's a lot of deaths right there. Didn't even notice that the first time I looked at this. And of course, I had no idea keys existed back then. But that's a lot of nice ones there. Bad airship design. First episode of the series I made this. It's been a while. 8 out of 208. And that last guy thought this was the easiest level of the lot by far. It was such a bad design, but they just kept dying. It was so funny because they just found a million different ways to die somehow in this stage. You can only die on the bottom there, so... Or by the Koopa, so... Because you always have power-ups to make it through the level. One just short there. But it was just... That was by far the funniest playing of my level that I'd seen. 12 stars, 2 out of 1,339. That guy tried to complete this as well. Like Time Wanderer spent like a few hundred attempts, but he did eventually do it. And he's the only person that's done it the way I intended. The other guy who was a skillful player and did the shell jump, which annoyed me because I didn't know you could do that. So if I put Goombas there, then people would have to do it that way. Fortunately, this is high enough anyway, so I'm not really that annoyed that I couldn't make it harder, but yeah, this is definitely hard enough. So, not as many dying there as I thought. A few have made it there. And no deaths in there, predictably. That's by far the easiest considering what's gone before. And a couple of deaths there after the checkpoint. If you make it to the checkpoint, then you can complete the level. So that's why there's only 2 there, for the 2 people that cleared it. Take a hit, that's Simmies. That's the one that gets least mentioned because it's not actually mine. But Simi will hopefully be back soon, so I hope he can play all my levels as a bonus episode. Yeah, the death up there. He's coming out of his own level. He created a spike, which is cool and creative. Maybe not the place to put that, but he was experimenting, which was very cool. And I did like that. Now we're getting to the checkpointed areas now. GDS Experiment has also evolved quite a lot, but lots had no stars. I know how to resolve that now. If I like a level, just post it straight to Twitch. They'll almost always star it. So unless your level's really terrible, at least they're not that bad. Lots of deaths there. That's the hard bit. The bit you can cheese. The bit that's just rubbish. That's unnecessary. But if you do realise you're not going to make it, you can go back through the door and re-trigger that. So you can have 2 chances potentially. And if you do a P-switch jump while you're big, it makes it so tough. You want to be small there. And I actually have to tell them that because that's not customary to do that. That's why I don't like the design of it that much. But yeah, that's where the X's were on that. Now, this should be interesting. There won't be any up here. That's not possible to die in this bit. But only 5 different people have completed it, so there should only be 5 points here. No one's died there. 3, 4, 5. Are there the only 5? That looks more like a genuine tennis racket. I don't know about you. That bit in the middle. And I don't need to go into the thing for this last one. But where did he die? Or she? Up there, yeah. Wait, so let's see who completed it again. Or played it anyway. If it would load. Biocat, he was the guy that completed 8 of the levels. The rest are streamers too. Or at least the people that completed it anyway, so Connor wasn't one. And Challenge Rush was the main one that got played. At least 9 of them were Twitch streamers. And if you want to search for them on Twitch or wherever, you probably can with these. There's also a bookmark website. I've favorited it so I can access it easy. But Biocat, Dan G, Gino starred it. I don't think he didn't complete it, but he was about to. Cats, Snow Bear, there she is. Emily, somebody else, yeah. Matas, Rugier, that's Austrian. Wukong, that's it. The rest, there have been 5 genuine players of the level finding it. But yeah. Thank you for watching this episode, guys. I've definitely shortened it, but we'll see you guys on a future episode with Simeon, maybe showing sample courses, I'm not sure yet.